Hey everyone, it's Lynnea, and today I'm so excited to be designing for the rabbit hole designs for the Coffee Lovers blog hop. So I'm going to be using the perfectly blended sentiments as well as the caffeinated dino stamp set, and I'm going to create a gatefold card. This is something that I've created in the past, and people always ask me for a video, and I wanted to show you just how simple it is. So I cut a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock in half so that it's 8.5 inches long by 5.5 inches tall, and then I'm going to score it at the 2 1/8 inch on both sides and just fold those flaps into the center. So I have a card that is 4 1/4 wide by 5.5 inches tall, but rather than just opening at the top or the side, it actually opens on both sides to create that gatefold. And that's the basic layout for this card. It's super easy. So I have a die from Pink and Main, and this is my favorite cover die of all time. I'm going to just cut it one time from some craft cardstock, and actually you saw me run it through my die cut here, or die cut machine here, but I'm actually going to do it again because I wanted to back it with some double-sided adhesive. That makes it a whole lot easier when I want to go and apply this so that you don't have to add little bits of glue everywhere. So what I'm going to do is just peel back half of the adhesive, and then I'm just going to line it up onto 1/2 of my gatefold card and just simply trim off the excess that is overhanging. And that is going to leave me with half of my card covered with the die, and then I can just simply peel off the backing from the other half and line it up again and press it down really well. And I might have a little bit of excess hanging off in areas just because I didn't maybe adhere it super straight or my scoring wasn't perfect, but that is how I decorate the front of my gatefold cards with just one die. You could definitely die cut it twice and kind of wrap it around the back, but I find that that takes more time, and this saves your cardstock because you know we all hoard things as crafters. So, and I hoard my craft cardstock because I love it so much. So this way you can save some of your goodies. So I stamped out the Caffeinated Dino with some alcohol-safe ink, and it is stamped onto 110-pound cardstock. And I'm just going to color with my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers. I'm starting out here with the lavender blend, just going around with my darkest color around the edges and where there should be shadows. I blended that out with the mid-tone, and now I'm coming in with the lightest and just coloring over everything. And there are areas where the big white areas I kind of colored over 2 or 3 times just to make sure that my blend was smooth. That is the key to getting a smooth blend, is to just really color over and saturate that paper. Once I was done, I gave the dino some yellow spots, and I ended up actually coloring over his spots a couple times until I made it like a greenish color, and I did the same thing with his belly and his little hand there. I colored over with gray to kind of darken it up a little bit. I really played around with the colors here. Usually I love the look of purple and yellow together. You can see here I'm going in with gold brown to kind of tone back that yellow. I didn't like the way the yellow looked, so that's why I just kept playing with it and kept going until I found something that I liked. Just to give some shading to the whites of his eye, I just took the lightest gray color that I have and added a simple line under his eyelid. And also I want to mention that for his eyelid I used a different shade of purple because I like to have these caffeinated critters with their eyelid darker than their body. That way it kind of looks hooded and you know, they look sleepy and tired, and I just thought that that looks a little better that way. So now it's time to go ahead and assemble our card. I stamped a sentiment from the Perfectly Blended stamp set onto a strip of cardstock, and I trimmed it into a banner edge. And now I'm going ahead and adding some foam squares only to the right side. You could pick a side, either right or left, but you want to make sure that you only put adhesive, whether it's liquid or foam squares, whatever you have, onto only one side of your images. That way your card will still open. If you add the adhesive all over the dino and all over the sentiment strip, it's basically just going to glue your card shut, and then you have a regular looking card anyway. So pick a side for your images and only add adhesive to that side. And that is it. Super simple and super quick and easy, but I think these fun folds really add a little something extra. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!